Child, come on. You are always creating and giving me beautiful excuses for your laziness, failures, and stagnation. Years ago, we used to rock parties all over the city and go looking for nice girls every weekend. We created messes all the time back in school, and we dropped out. We had no dream for our future, no aspiration of what to become in life. We fooled ourselves for years by counting the days and not making them count. We lived our life without direction and ventured into all kinds of unprofitable trades, and we took no responsibility for our future. We played the fool until we outgrew the street life. We were fortunate. We were given a second chance, or we would have ended up in jail like the rest of our mates. Have you forgotten all the wasted years we spent traveling the whole of Las Vegas aimlessly, making meaningless friends while others were in college or completing apprenticeships? Do you remember that while they were making their hay in the sunshine, we were all over the place, fooling ourselves and living fake lives? Instead of fully utilizing your second chance by discovering yourself, moving in a real direction, or living a meaningful life, you've kept on sitting on the fence, depending on the welfare system. You have made yourself a prisoner of your past. Now let me tell you, my past was even more horrible than yours. Do you remember? Until I placed my past behind me, I never saw the sunshine. Until I placed my past behind me, I never saw the opportunities that made me what I am today. Until I placed my past behind me, I never realized the untapped strength inside of me. Until I placed my past behind me, I couldn't visualize a new life for myself. Until I placed my past behind me, I never knew I could come this far. Until I placed my past behind me, you wouldn't have kept on depending on me all the time. I remember asking you the other day what your plans were, but all you kept telling me was that you wished your dad was rich, like Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, Bernard Arnault, Bill Gates, Larry Page, or Warren Buffett. Life would be easy for you then. At that point, I was very disappointed in you and thought of disengaging myself from you. But I remember our happy childhood moments. We shared what we had with love. We shared the same bed, clothes, jokes, and unpleasant moments. We would play basketball all day, but we've now come to age, and we've been left with one reality, which is that life is what you make of it, and it makes you. You can only make life what you want it to be if you are ready to get up and go out there and give it what it takes. One thing you are yet to realize is that all those great men you wish they were your dad were never indolent. Like your poor self, they get up early every morning simply because they cherish their lifetime ambition. They place value on their time, and they make the best of it. That's why they are what they are today, and that's why you are stuck dreaming of them being your father. You got to know they work for what they have, where they are, and are still working for where they want to be tomorrow. They take risks every single day and are not hoping or dreaming like you. Google their stories. The majority of them came from poor backgrounds, just like you and I. They never waited for anyone else to get it done for them. They were never weak-minded like yourself, procrastinating or playing the fool, which you enjoy doing. Rather, they took risky steps, which made them what they are today, and are still taking these steps to avoid being irrelevant tomorrow. Chill, take it or leave it. Life has gotten nothing great for anyone. It only creates common ground for everyone. And that's why anyone who dreams of becoming great, successful, or living an accomplished life must face the risk of taking one step at a time and not creating or beautifying excesses. Let me tell you, if I kept helping you all the while, you would get nowhere in life. You would stay in your comfort zone. The last time I met your uncle, Mr. Dixon, at the metro station, he told me you never stopped sharing great ideas, which you never worked on. Come on! How can you achieve those great ideas without a little work and some faith? How can you realize those great dreams if you carry on procrastinating? He told me you've never stopped watching and applauding for those celebrities on TV. Come on! If they'd never taken steps like you don't, I'm sure they would never have become what they are today. They started by trying and failing. Then they tried again, and eventually they became what they are today. In life, they say that little drops make a huge river. Yes, that's right. That's the normal paradigm. But for those who work harder and smarter, little drops eventually make a mighty ocean. This is the only magic to success. Listen, the only bridge between you and your great dream, ideas, and visions is known as risk. Realistically, you won't get anywhere in life without taking risk. Without risk, there is no winning, no reward. That's why the world never celebrates failures. Losers are lazy people like yourself. You've got to understand one thing in life, a meaningful life. To live a successful or accomplished life, you've got to be determined, got to be prepared to face down tough challenges by taking one step at a time. My friend, it takes time, effort, and focus, which involves taking reasonable risk and not imagining beautiful excesses, making mere wishes or hoping for a pie in the sky. You've got to stop messing around and take full responsibility for your life, because your future depends on what you create for yourself today. There are two formulas for a successful life, apart from taking the risk it requires. Bear in mind, life without risk could never be a worthwhile one. But just an existence, which is a total waste of humanity. Just as Winston Churchill said, it's not enough to have lived. We should be determined to live for something. Friend, we either live for something or we die for nothing. And that's why you need to get up now. Take those risky moments and give yourself a meaningful life tomorrow. Otherwise, you will be useless to yourself, to your family, and to the world at large. I think I need to remind you, Beatrice left you after years of dating simply because she woke up one day to realize you have no goals, no aspirations, and no direction in life. She endured your relationship by believing you would change. But you made it clear to the whole world you had nothing to offer. Come to think of it, she made the best decision for herself, because no reasonable lady would waste her life with a liability like you. I met her a few years ago at a business summit in Texas with her spouse. You need no one to tell you she made the best decision for her life. Getting to the mountaintop is always risky, and that's why it's meant for the strong among us and not the weak-minded like you. Starting a successful business is always risky because there is the chance of losing your investment, yet no one wishes to die poor. Educating yourself is always risky because you risk failing, yet illiteracy remains the biggest disease known to mankind. Traveling to work is and always will be risky, yet no one ever liked to be associated with a liability. Learning a new skill is always risky, and it might cost you money, time, and energy. Yet there's no winning in sticking to comfort zones. Ditching unfruitful friends is always risky because it reduces your social network. But the gathering of the elite is always made up of a few. Taking meaningful steps is always risky due to the fear of the unknown or starting over. Yet only those who participate can win a race. Know this: you are going to regret not taking those risky steps, not failing, and trying again. Accomplishing great things in life has always been risky and will always remain risky. However, a life without risk is a meaningless and limited one. You are responsible for the mess you are in today, and you are the only one responsible for transforming your life, because all your tomorrows depend on your today. Living a successful life cannot happen by magic. It's a matter of trying again after every recorded failure. This increases your chances of winning next time, because life itself is a risk, which we either take and progress or avoid and falter. Now get this into your head. Those successful people you admire and wish were your dad are risk takers. They take risks every day, and that's why they are what and where they are today. No one admires or applauds failures. This is the reason you've got to get up, face reality, take the required risk, and stop dreaming. Just as Mike Dooley said some time ago, life's not about expecting, hoping, and wishing. It's about doing, being, and becoming. The choice is yours. See you soon.